Alright, beep, welcome everybody. Luimarco here. I salute you wherever you are. So, coming back more or less the day after to do a little wrap up of what happened yesterday at a big show, actually, a deep lineup of the New York Pro, certainly deeper than last year, where the home turf New Yorker Juan Morel, right, won that show last year. Juan Diesel. This year was a different story. The lineup is absolutely Olympia deep, or almost. Right there, you got the Blade. Dude does not age since ever. I just posted a picture. I said, bro, he was sharp since 1367 AD, for that matter. As a matter of fact, yesterday in the morning, in the prejudging, and at night, he was pretty much the same. I mean, he hardly fades or progress during the show. He is that good. Anyway, the dude next to him, the Mr. Boobander Rolly Winkler, though, in the morning, we have to be honest, he was not good. He was not the same dude we saw back a week ago merely in the UK, right? But he changed at night. And even at that, I was a little bit holding. I was like, bro, I don't want to be like a fanboy. He looked good, but let's see what's up, right? Prior to that, let's take a look at some info and news I have for you on my social media. Well, this was him actually prepping in the morning next to Badr Budai. This guy here is Badr Budai. Now, Badr Budai is kind of a godfather of bodybuilding in the Middle East, and right now pretty much all over the world. He's bringing a lot of athletes, and trust me, I mean, that dude does not need bodybuilding to make a living. He does it out of passion, and he helped these guys successfully. So this is Arash Rawat, right, my friend. This Persian guy won yesterday the new Classique physique, and he is pretty much right now the very face of that new discipline in body, in actually IFBB. And a lot of people are gunning for him because he's already on the top and he's already sharp. This guy is rolling with a real technician, meaning Chris Aceto, who is also a very known guru. He has several guys under his belt, amongst which Big Ramy, and he's doing a very good job and keeping this guy on the top. But the interesting information is this post right here, which was made actually by Dexter Jackson. So the winner of yesterday, he made this 2 days ago, exactly 24 hours prior to the show, when he made a video. He was with his family talking about he is winning and he is gunning even for Mr. Olympia and so on. So he said, well, this guy actually said, bro, if someone old is going to win, more or less, it's going to be probably the living legend Kevin Levroni. Aside from that, he has some favorites like Phil Heath, Official Kai Green, and also Big Ramy. To which actually Mr. Olympia 08, namely Dexter Jackson, said, Kevin will not win. He was not even beating me before he retired, so how will he win after taking 10 years and no training? You cannot say see that, but I can tell you what he was saying, right? Well, let me correct this real quick. First of all, he did not train for like 13 years, so more than 10 years. And one of you actually here corrected Dexter Jackson. One did the research and found out that actually Kevin did beat Dexter Jackson on more than one occasion. All the contests are here, so he has beat him at least 6 times. All right, he placed ahead of him at least 6 times prior. But the talk of the day is still what happened yesterday in the New York Pro. So let's take a look at it. Blue trunks, both of them, as I mentioned. Blue trunks is the finals, meaning at night. So more or less, we're talking about anywhere between 7 to 9 hours difference. So the same day, yet let's say 8 hours difference between the two showing, right? And changes did occur visually. If you have an exercise, I cannot cease to notice them, and they're really, really a staple of today's bodybuilding. The change can not only happen a few hours apart, but it can happen during the same pose in, meaning minute by the minute. You see the guy either fade or get in sharper while losing the water. For Boobander, the morning show, it was a disaster. I did not like him. Not only the physique, but even Like mentally, he was not there. So let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, so this is the morning showing, as I mentioned. So the trunks right now, when it comes to Boobander, they are black, and Dexter Jackson, they are kind of pink in a sense, right? Or kind of a little bit more to the red. But nonetheless, Dexter is almost irrelevant to look at him because he did not change that much. As I said, he is the staple. He is pretty much the consistency in this bodybuilding thing. Front double biceps. Boobander looks awkward. I don't like his face. I don't like the way he holds the very pose. It's like you see that change. This few percent of him are not there. Mentally, he is not holding the pose properly. It looks awkward. It does not look good. He brings me back to 2013 Mr. Olympia, where I did not like him. All right, all over again. The night, same day, blue trunk this time around, smiling. The pose looks almost aesthetically good. The same guy. Now you can dare to compare him to Dexter Jackson. Don't get me twisted. Dexter is still in the aesthetic side, admittedly ahead of him. I mean, the lines are just better, but Boobander is out muscling him seriously here, right? This is Victor. Victor is good. By the way, Victor is going to Kuwait now. Hopefully he will taste the anabolic chicken there, and who knows, probably we will see him coming back, because this guy is younger than Dexter Jackson, and believe me, he is an uncrowned Mr. Olympia, right? And this guy had so much mishaps, death in his family. He was in jail. He injured himself by doing just some arm wrestling, and injured the leg as well. I mean, so much mishap, you can't even believe. And he is a true warrior, so I salute that guy. Yeah, let's take a look just at these two guys. Again, the morning, even though he was in the center stage, the freaking Boobander, I mean, the eye was not being attracted to him that much. It's not the lighting, it's not the angle, it is what it is. He was that much lower in the shape than usual. Same night, this time around with the blue trunks. And right now, in the lower part, I can dare tell you that he is better than Dexter Jackson, specifically in the glutes and the hamstring separation. He is that good. Again, structurally, he cannot ding Dexter. Dexter is just that much superior genetically. I mean, everything is just complete. The proportions are there. The muscles, the lats attached where they should be, and so on. But when it comes to the sheer muscularity, Boobander is outgunning the blade in a serious way. Let's go back to the morning. Side tricep. It should be a take-home pose for the freaking Boobander. Why? Because we're talking arguably about the craziest triceps, not only today, not only since a decade, but probably of the history of bodybuilding, which means the history of humanity. Don't get me wrong. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, actually. If you know a bigger triceps ever than that of Rolly Winkler. I mean, that is Rolly Winkler, and there's already Mr. Olympia, Phil Heath. And I think that Rolly Winklers are just that more outrageous now that pretty much everybody. In the morning, talking about an upset in a sense. This guy right here was probably the biggest on stage, right? Steve Kuklu. I was rolling for him. I was impressed by him. He looked solid, but then he started to fade. And unfortunately, it is a trademark for him. It happened to him times and again. It is holding this pro back. But then again, Rolly Winkler this morning, nah, okay. Even though you have the best triceps in the history of this humanity, I'm still not attracted by the eye to you in a sense. He is not eye-catching, right? The night, as I mentioned before, actually yesterday, it was that much more, looking more anabolic. You know, when you're at the gym, you have that serious pump, you're confident. He had that few percent more than the morning. You see some veins in the lats, even though they attach higher. He is the widest mofo here. He is absolutely the widest mofo. And again, the lower part, he comes from a long shot. I mean, this guy was the freaking bubble gut bonanza holder. Right now, he is the bubble butt bonanza. I mean, his butt is striated, well separated. So he did, and again, center stage. What I was thinking actually, I was thinking that the lighting center stage was better than the sides, which is not true. It is absolutely even. This is the morning. They put him next to the winner, actually, Dexter Jackson, but he does not attract the eye. He's not eye-catching. You look at everybody. You will look at Kuklu, at Max, at Dex, of course, but not this guy. He is not deep. He is watery, bloated. He was bad. All right? Same day, almost the same position. This time around, you can see him big. You can see him definitely that more dice, and he got better actually as the posing went on. Front double biceps. They put him this time around to the side again, looking awkward with that smile that we don't like, reminiscent of 2013. But that's what's up. So more or less, he fixed his water issue during the same day, and that is a know-how actually. That is basically his trainer in a sense. His name is Ahmed Oscar. He has beaten George Farah, because George Farah is the guru of Steve Kuklu, right? And Steve Kuklu was second, not only by my account. I just heard actually, like Sean Ray and Bob Ciccirillo doing their wrap-up, and some of them had Steve Kuklu in a solid second in the morning, and that was true. That was true. So it was pretty much his spot to lose, and lose he did, right? So this is what's up. Pretty much Boomother came in during the same day. Is he still a force to be reckoned with? Because right now he's compared to freaking Dexter Jackson, and Dexter Jackson last year placed second to Phil Heath. So on top of that, you only have an injured Dennis Wolf, and you have Sean Rodden, right? And who else? Big Grammy. We have to be honest. Big Grammy never dialed in his shape yet. Never. So he is a prospect. He is still a prospect. Big Grammy did not grab the top 4 Mr. Olympia yet. So Boomother indeed can rock with these guys. As I mentioned before, he is in the mix there. So if we see him in the top 4 Mr. Olympia, it will not be a surprise. He won last week, and yesterday he came in big during the night. He needs to dial it up, because Mr. Olympia is a 2 days contest, and some guys get it wrong. If you guys remember, when was it? 2014 actually, when Phil Heath, the reigning Mr. Olympia, messed up the prejudging, and then we heard his guru, namely Hani Rambad, talking on camera with a stoic confidence. Said, yes, we were not good, but no, don't worry, we'll fix it. That confident, and fixed it he did. So it is guru word, guys. These guys are quite important in today's bodybuilding. You cannot dismiss them. So the days where Dorian Yates was rolling on his own actually in Birmingham, like UK, in his dungeon gym, whatever, doing his business, and then coming back to win. These days are pretty much gone. Salute you wherever you are. Don't forget to like the video and tell me what you guys think about it.